Guess what? The richest person in your neighborhood probably isn't the one driving a Tesla Cybertruck. Nope. It's the guy in the faded Costco polo, pushing a beat-up shopping cart full of store-brand oatmeal and minding his business like a financial ninja. And here's what's gonna melt your brain. That same oatmeal-eating, coupon-using, Tupperware-carrying dude might secretly be worth more than the guy wearing Gucci slides on a layaway plan. How? Because he's mastered the art of stealth wealth, the low-key money strategy the ultra-rich use to stack millions without looking rich at all. Over the next few minutes, I'm revealing 9 simple strategies to master stealth wealth, the exact blueprint the rich don't want you to notice, because it works too well. No flexing, no flashy cars, no look-at-me moments on Instagram. Just quiet power moves, fat accounts, and zero financial anxiety. So if you're done with paycheck panic, sick of trying to look successful for strangers, and you're ready to build real wealth while staying under the radar like a money ghost, you've came to the right video. Let's dive in. Strategy number 1, don't look rich. Be rich. Here's the dirty truth nobody on Instagram wants to tell you. Looking rich is a full-time job. Being rich is a system. Most people trying to look rich are broke because buying status is expensive. Stealth wealth starts by ditching the game entirely. No logos, no leased Lambos, and no $1,200 hoodies that look like they lost a fight in the dryer. Instead, adopt the quiet confidence of someone who has nothing to prove because they already won. Real life example? Warren Buffett lives in the same modest Nebraska house he bought in 1958. Net worth over $100 billion. Your favorite influencer? Leasing a Tesla on a 72-month plan and Googling how to refinance my Balenciagas. Now that you know the golden rule of not looking rich, let's talk about how stealth millionaires actually protect their wealth from nosy friends and greedy systems. Strategy number 2, own assets, not liabilities. If it takes money out of your pocket, it's not wealth, it's weight. Let's get brutally honest here. Most people are busy buying things that make them look like they're winning, while secretly dragging them into financial quicksand. They're stuck in a cycle of paycheck flexing, a car that depreciates 30% the moment it leaves the lot, a high-rise apartment that drains half their income, a designer bag that costs more than their emergency fund, and God forbid, a luxury vacation they're still paying off in monthly credit card tiers. This is how the average person chokes their future, one liability at a time. But stealth wealth flips the script. Instead of chasing status symbols, you chase income streams. Instead of paying for liabilities, you acquire appreciating, cash-flowing assets. Let me hit you with this simple, savage rule. Assets feed you. Liabilities eat you. Think rental properties, index funds, businesses, intellectual property, dividend-paying stocks. These are silent soldiers that generate income without bragging about it. No one knows you're making $2,000 a month in passive income from a REIT, but they definitely notice if you pulled up in a rented Rolls-Royce. Mindset shift. Stop chasing stuff. Start chasing leverage. Here's a quick gut check. When you get extra money, do you feel the urge to buy something to celebrate or buy something that'll quietly keep paying you? The difference between a consumer and an investor isn't how much they earn. It's what they do when they get extra cash. Stealth wealth people buy leverage. They don't need their neighborhood to know they've got money. They need their assets to know they've got discipline. All right, so now you've got your wealth building machine running quietly, but how do you keep it hidden even when your lifestyle starts leveling up? Let's dive into strategy number 3. Strategy number 3, blend in with the crowd. In the game of stealth wealth, the less attention you attract, the more power you keep. So how do you do this? Well, let's start small and then gradually level up. Here's the secret sauce. You don't need to look rich to be rich. In fact, the second you start looking rich, you invite problems. Flash too hard and suddenly your coworkers are gossiping. Your family starts asking for help. Your broke friend from high school wants you to invest in his llama NFT startup. No thanks. Stealth wealth masters the art of invisibility. It's hiding millions behind a modest smile and a Costco membership. And if you're someone still working on your path to financial freedom, be sure to subscribe to the channel and join our members list. We've created specific videos to help you fully understand how to adopt the stealth wealth mindset. Now, I pray this next concept is something that really resonates with someone watching this video because it's something you truly need to understand. Normal is the new rich. You know who scares me? The guy in a hoodie, blending in at the coffee shop, silently reading investment books and sipping black coffee like a sniper. Not the dude in Gucci shades yelling into his AirPods about deal flow. The stealth wealthy, drive Toyotas or Hondas, paid in cash, wear neutral basics, not walking billboards, live in nice, not flashy neighborhoods, where grass is mowed and no one's flexing. Take interest in others, not in showing off themselves. Psychological advantage, underestimate me. That's cute. When you blend in, people underestimate you. And when they underestimate you, you win. You're not pressured to prove anything. You move strategically, you keep control. And most importantly, you're never the target. Because guess what? Wolves don't go after ghosts. They go after the loud, obvious, shiny sheep. The gray man technique. There's a concept from espionage called the gray man. It means looking so average, so unremarkable, that nobody remembers you. No bright colors, no strange behaviors. You pass through the crowd unnoticed. In the world of stealth wealth, you want to be the gray man with a black Amex, not the guy flashing it at dinner. This concept has more details, and we'll dive deeper into it in upcoming videos in the Stealth Wealth Mindset series. Anyways, next up, let's talk about the secret language of stealth millionaires, how they spend without ever showing off. Strategy number 4, spend money like a spy. Here's a truth bomb. The rich do spend money, but they do it quietly, intentionally, and strategically. So what do I mean by this? Well, let's clear something up. Stealth wealth doesn't mean you never spend money. It means you spend like James Bond with precision, discretion, and no need to impress anyone but yourself. Think about it. The loud spender drops $700 on a bottle at a club to feel important for 3 hours. The stealth spender quietly hires a private driver for the month and avoids traffic, stress, and DUI charges. The loud spender posts every vacation on Instagram. The stealth spender upgrades to business class and doesn't tell a soul. Stealth wealth is about getting maximum value with minimum visibility. Real life example. Flex or freedom. You know what a rich flex actually looks like? Not a $10,000 shopping spree. It's never waiting in line at the airport because you value your time more than your clout. It's hiring a personal trainer to come to your home instead of spending $400 on matching gym gear for a selfie. It's taking your parents on a trip, not to show off, but because you can, quietly. That's stealth spending. Here's a pro tip. Buy peace, not applause. The golden rule of stealth money. If the main benefit of your purchase is to show it off, it's not wealth, it's weakness. Instead, spend on privacy, health, time, safety, education, access. Nobody needs to know how you're living. They'll just wonder why you're always so calm, focused, and free. Ready to go from silent spender to money ninja? Let's talk about the most dangerous threat to stealth wealth and how to avoid it. Strategy number 5, trust no one with your numbers. Repeat after me, my net worth is not a group project. The moment people know how much money you have, they start calculating how much of it should be theirs. Let's get one thing straight. Your net worth is not small talk. It's not dinner party trivia. And it's definitely not something you casually drop into a group chat like a meme. Because the second people find out you've got money, everything changes. You can afford it, right? Can I borrow just a little until Friday? Hey, let's all split this. But you cover more since you're doing better. Cue the passive-aggressive guilt trips and awkward birthday party fundraisers. No thanks. The psychology. Wealth attracts expectations and leeches. Since we're on this topic, I want to share something very important that I've wanted to say for a while. When people perceive you as rich, they project their problems onto you. You stop being a friend and start being an ATM with emotions. Your wins get downplayed, your help becomes expected, and suddenly, every no makes you the villain. Stealth wealth solves that. You don't lie, you just don't share. Your catchphrase becomes, I'm doing all right, just trying to keep things steady. Say it with a humble shrug and keep it moving. Example, the generous ghost. There's a guy in my town, drives a dented Camry, wears the same blue jacket every day. Quiet, kind, keeps to himself. Turns out, he owns 3 laundromats, 2 apartment buildings, and a vending machine business that prints cash every month. No one asks him for handouts. No one assumes he's rich, because he never gave them a reason to. That's not stinginess, that's stealth discipline. Golden rule, privacy is your financial firewall. The more people know about your money, the more complicated your life becomes. Stealth wealth isn't just about being quiet, it's about protecting your peace. So zip it. Keep your income, investments, and financial wins between you and your spreadsheet, because the moment your money goes public, your freedom goes private. Keeping quiet is smart, but structuring your wealth so no one can touch it, that's genius. Let's break down how stealthy rich people legally protect their empires. Strategy number 6. Use legal structures like armor. Stealth wealth isn't just about looking humble. It's about building a fortress so solid, even if someone wanted to dig into your finances, they'd hit a wall. That's where legal structures come in. Limited liability companies for your businesses, trusts for your assets, holding companies for your investments, anonymity tools to separate you from your wealth. This is how the ultra-wealthy hide in the open. You don't own that property. Your trust does. You didn't buy that company. Your holding firm did. Example: a broke-looking guy with a flip phone? Turns out he owns a commercial complex through 3 layers of shell companies. Meanwhile, the flashy guy in the G-Wagon renting his life from Wells Fargo. Now that your wealth is structurally stealthy, how do you keep growing it without attracting attention? Let's talk about quiet income streams. Strategy number 7. Build invisible income streams. Passive income is great, but stealth income? That's next level. It's hard to explain it in detail, but think of it like this. If your money's working harder than you, you're rich. If your money's working quietly, you're stealth rich. Here's where stealth wealth gets surgical. It's not enough to look normal. You've got to earn like a ninja too, because real stealth wealth isn't made by grinding 14 hours a day and humble bragging about it. It's made by setting up systems that earn while you sleep, nap, or binge watch Netflix in fuzzy socks. Build income that doesn't brag. The goal here? Invisible income. Cash flow that flies under the radar, pays the bills, and builds your empire without anyone even knowing you own it. Let me paint you a picture. While your cousin is posting his Shopify dashboard on Instagram, you're collecting rent from a duplex across town. Your dividend stocks just paid you $400 in your sleep, and that old ebook you published under a pen name, still making you $87 a week. Thank you, passive income gods. No followers, no drama, just results. Psychological advantage. The quiet collector. People underestimate you when they can't see how you make money. You're not explaining your 12 income streams over drinks. You're not on stage selling a course. You're not begging for views. You're just earning. I thought you just worked a regular job. Yeah, something like that. That's stealth power. Here are some real examples of invisible income streams. Rental properties with property management. You never even touch a wrench. But that rent, direct deposit, baby. Dividend stocks. Companies share profits with you while you do nothing. It's like money cloning itself. Affiliate marketing via niche websites. Build once, rank on Google, and make money while people search for best quiet vacuum under $100. Digital products under a pseudonym. Sell templates, guides, or courses without ever showing your face. Private equity or silent partnerships. Own a slice of a business without being the one stuck running it. Royalties, books, songs, patents. Build once, paid forever. Stealth wealth rule: the less people know, the less they can ask for. Nobody asks questions when your income isn't loud. There are no awkward convos about how you can afford it. No fake business pitches sliding into your DMs. Just quiet, automated, predictable income, stacking behind the scenes. Because you're not building a following, you're building freedom. We've covered how to earn, spend, and protect quietly. Now it's time for the mindset shift. Because stealth wealth isn't just a strategy. It's a way of life. Strategy number 8. Master the humble flex. Let's be real, you don't have to pretend to be poor, but you do need to master the art of the humble flex. That means being polite, not flashy, letting your results speak, not your wardrobe, saying thank you when complimented instead of explaining the price, never correcting people who underestimate you. Example: you walk into a meeting wearing a $40 shirt and $10,000 worth of market wisdom. You don't tell anyone your revenue. You just listen and smile while they guess wrong. That's the power of stealth wealth. You don't need to prove anything. Your presence is the flex. And finally, if you really want to master stealth wealth, you need to stop chasing approval and start chasing this one thing instead. Strategy number 9. Seek freedom, not fame. Fame is a trap. Validation is expensive, but freedom is priceless. The goal of stealth wealth isn't just to be rich in dollars. It's to be rich in options, to choose your time, to say no without explaining, to disappear when you want, to live well without the pressure to look like it. When you master stealth wealth, your life stops being a performance and starts being your own. Here's an easy example. The truly rich guy isn't the one yelling on TikTok about his Rolex collection. It's the person sitting next to you at the cafe, sipping a $3 coffee, checking his investment returns, and smiling. Because nobody knows he's rich, and that's the point. So here's your mission. Ditch the flex, build the fortress, earn in silence, move like a ghost, and let the world guess how you did it. Because the loudest person in the room usually has the least to show. If you got value from this video, don't flash your wealth, flash your wisdom. Hit that like button, comment, "I am Stealth Wealth," to let me know you're part of the quiet elite. And if you're serious about building wealth, this next video is going to teach you exactly how rich people multiply their money while everyone else is stuck trading time for cash. I'll see you in the next one.